Maybe
Well,
that's what I need to do with my mama because I've been trying to mend our relationship, but I guess since she's used to had cut me off when I was younger, when I come to her with the emotion, she be like, "Nah, I ain't trying to hear that shit." So I'm gonna just go one day and lay in her bed. I'm like, "You gonna deal with this? You gonna
Yeah.
rub my back while I cry?
well, I
You
was
help create these wounds. You gonna help heal them today." Cause she wants to be there. I could tell she do, and
She might not know how that.
yeah, that's why I say I'm gonna just have to do it. Cause my sister come to me, cause she got her son is in football, but the football coach has not been like doing what he said he was gonna do, and she needs him because my nephew don't have that many good people in their life. So she was like, I need to figure out how to say this to him, but I'm a snap, and I can't go to mommy because she gonna snap. Tell me how to write this. I say, I got you. And here, nigga, I know I got this. So I wrote out the text, and as soon as she got the text back, she was like, he understood. He got it. Because usually when she talked to him, that man be going off on her, like, who is you talking to? And I'm like, nah, you can't
on
say
the
that.
east side.
You can't say that. Can't say that. You gotta be a little bit more empathetic. Like, calm down, breathe, breathe.
That must be on the west side.
You said who?
So that must be on the west side.
West Side, South 290.
You from
But
the
all
west
my
side.
blood relatives from out south,
Not so
162nd.
shy. You're so shy. Well, I was traumatized as a kid, so grew up in a single household.
What you mean traumatized?
Well, my mother she forced me to tell the time at the age of 2.
At two?
Yeah, at the age of 2, I was able to tell the time on an analog clock. So she used to go 5,
Mm.
10, 15, 20, 25. You gonna get this shit? You gonna get this shit?
If Johnny had two apples,
Oh my God, I
Oh.
get you.
Y'all know what though? The pandemic taught me that it is extremely hard to teach your children if you don't have patience.
Oh
Like
my.
teachers are so underrated. Cause I was that parent. I had to like pull myself back. Like you looking at this, and I just told you what the answer is, and we still don't know the answer. It's hard, y'all.
I think it's hard because some of the shit you don't even know. You're like, what the hell is this?
And they all have
It-
these new
It's
ways.
like
I
it's
can't
like you're doing the homework instead of them. So
Yeah.
it's like I didn't sign up for this. But you,
even.
I didn't sign up for this.
Jay, I'm not even there yet though. Like I get it, but it would be certain things, and I don't know. I had to think about it that maybe sometimes I don't realize how I may come across to my daughter. Like she is picking up on my frustration, and it's making her anxious, and she's not able to focus
That
because
happened to
I
me.
will give her the answer and then say, okay, so now this plus this is what, and she'll still say the wrong thing. It's like.
It's the way you react. My daughter do that.
Like, you know
My
what?
daughter do that. We put too much pressure. My daughter do that. I have to when I do that, I have to like joke with her. I'm like, girl, like, okay, hold on. You go upstairs, take a breather, come back down. Listen, it's not that serious. I just gave you the answers. You can't think because you're so worried about how I'm gonna react. So let's go upstairs. We finna play this off, laugh it off, come back downstairs. Let's get back to it. Because my daughter, she
That's
get
fine.
like that.
I don't do that.
She
I gotta
can't
walk
think.
away and like refocus.
That's
Like,
the best thing.
Hang
Yeah.
on that head, rub it.
yeah, just let me walk away for a second and let me like, okay, because I'm a snap. And I know I probably shouldn't snap. It's not a snapping moment.
Then you come back
Like,
and
let me.
apologize. It's like, mommy love you. I didn't mean this. I didn't mean to yell at you.
She sounds just like me.
All right, let's move
I
on.
wouldn't even say that. I'd be like, you know this answer. Like you are so intelligent and I need you to not get worked up. Like
And just
let's
so you
calm
guys
down.
know, Luis looks disgusted. You guys, I can't
I
I
believe
do.
mean,
you.
I was gonna say a gentle
I
PSA.
love
There's
kids.
nothing wrong with private or parochial schooling because my parents didn't even entertain none of that. They're like, well, we're not, we got a language barrier going on, so we're just
Yeah.
nope. We're gonna send them to the parochial school to let the teachers help you figure out how to add, subtract, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So
I do
Yeah.
Did
have to
y'all
apologize to
appreciate
my daughter.
educators after that, after the
Yeah.
pandemic?
Yeah, the pandemic was something different, Allie. You couldn't send them anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Yep.
nowhere to send them. It's
Mm-hmm.
like,
I love the kids though, so I can't relate. I can't relate to them. But the anger part, I was becoming like my mom. One day my daughter told me, she said, "Can I be honest with you, mommy?" I said, "What?" She said, "When you talk to me, you sound like you don't like me." I'm like, damn. Like
oh,
Hey,
shit.
yeah, hold on 1 second, y'all. Search shot $2 says agree with Hink and Viz. Even Ty had a point, and me
not an
Universe.
even tag.
If you was a you first, first day. I think everybody's tuning in tonight. Catch us next Wednesday.
So
Tomorrow we live Thursday. You want to say something, Luis? I mean, we can still hang out, but you want to say something on the live?
yeah, I was gonna say something. Since we're on the subject, do you guys, ever figure out what your child's like learning style is? Like, like are they more visual? They're more hands on. I think that's very important because although we might know the answer because obviously we're just that much more in tune, but I think sometimes it's how I think it's just how sometimes how things are presented in the way that you go about it. I mean, sometimes you gotta put things in almost like a game format, and some things like a puzzle, or even just more of a interactive kind of exchange. But I think understanding your child's sort of like learning style because every child just
Learns
learns
differently.
differently, so
It's
different.
different neurodiversities.
So,
Yeah.
Louise, the answer for me is no. I didn't know it first. After the pandemic, I put my daughter in a Montessori school, and their approach to education is just totally different than most public charter schools altogether. And they're dealing with like math and everything. In the beginning, they use materials, so it's very visual, right? And my daughter loves like art and using her hands and stuff, so I realized that she is a visual learner. She picks up things quicker when it's displayed to her and she's able to touch things with her hands and get a feel, and it makes sense in her mind if she could put it together. But before that, no, I didn't know what type of learner she was because she was still really, really young too. She was only in preschool through COVID. And I was just trying to keep her on the track and not let her fall off since she had to take the whole year out of school.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. And also keep in mind, don't be so quick to allow those schools to label your children. And that plays into what Luis is saying. And maybe your child may have a different learning style. And maybe you might understand your child better than that teacher because some teachers want to teach the
Mm-hmm.
children all the same way and they don't really have time to cater specifically for your child. So just be knowledgeable what's going on with that teacher, seeing how they teach. Even if you have an off day, instead of doing self care, maybe you should take a trip to the school and just sit in for a little bit, see what's going on.
Or hire a tutor.
Mhm.
You do that
That's a
too?
very good point, JR. I got sent to summer school for math and reading because they didn't think that I spoke English, but I was just terrified of all the other kids.
Really?
Terrified. Got dropped in an all-white town. I didn't speak. I was damn near mute. I knew what I was doing. I just didn't care to participate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I put my daughter in summer school for math just because I wanted her to excel.